420 in some places, I suppose. And I just had a dream about mom. But it was a ghostly dream, so she kind of woke me up. In the dream, I was in my bed, just like I am now. And her ghost climbed on top of me. Yeah, yeah. Her ghost kind of like, she didn't dump, she more like she kind of like she got on the bed and then on top of me. And when she got on the bed, I said, Bob, please don't do this. And then when she got on top of me, I was like, oh shit. and so in the dream, I woke up and I went to Raza and I woke her up and said, Raza, you help me. Mother's ghost is haunting me. Oh, Robert won. Hi, Robert. Anyways, let me just tell the story, Robert. So, so then I wake up and I realize, oh shit, I'm dreaming, right? But I'm dreaming about Bob's ghost. So I got her right over there in that little corner over there in her box. And I start talking. I said, Mom, you know, I mean, because last night Rasa dreamt about her, right? But she came to Rasa outside the window. She was just looking outside the window. And she was like, in a youthful form, um, just looking in, right? But I dream of her. She comes to me as a disembodied ghost and jumps on top of me, literally. So I'm going, when I wake up, Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing, my mom? Mom, chill out, Mom. And then I start to think about it because in the dream I was actually terrified. I was totally freaking terrified, right? And I said to myself, well, wait a minute. It's my mother's ghost, so why am I going to be afraid of my mother's ghost? Oh, because she's ghostly and she's jumping on top of me. But I should know that she's just fooling around. She's just playing around, right? Now, a lot of things are going on with this. First of all, uh, she's going to be June 21st. She will be 1 year dead. So it's kind of like her death anniversary. Uh, so that's number one. Number two, I went on a date tonight. I went on a date. This crazy girl named Norma. And, it's just fooling around. I mean, she read her cards. Uh, but it was really not about reading her cards. It was just going out on a date with somebody that I hadn't been on a date in a long time. I had fun. I laughed like a maniac. I mean, it was fun to go on a date. I hadn't gone on a date in a long time. We went to McDonald's at the other end of town, by the way. Took me an hour to get to the fucking McDonald's, but Mexico City is like huge. And I spent all the money of the town reading on a taxi back home. So it was a date. It was not really. It was a card reading, obviously, but it was a date also. Uh, kind of. I mean, we didn't end up having sex, so it wasn't a fulfilled date. But I told her at the end, I said, we're probably going to end up, fucking. So she was like, ah. So that's an issue. That's an element. And mom was always very jealous. So, it doesn't surprise me that she jumps on top of me from beyond the grave. It's like, okay, yeah, all right, mom, stop that. But what I found fascinating is that I was actually literally afraid. I was in the dream. When I woke up, I was like, oh, okay, there she is in her little box. And but when the dead person comes to you in a dream, they're actually their spirit is there with you. That's a fact. That's a very clear fact of dreams. So her spirit was with me, and I was afraid of her spirit. And I was afraid of her spirit because the form she chose, or the form that I chose to be representing for her, was disincarnate. Was not. It was a ghostly form. It was just energy. But it was her. It was undeniably her. It was like 100% her. It was all her. Her smell, her weight. I mean, she literally plopped on top of me like she had done a million times before. So it was funny. It was like, whoa, why is this scaring me? Why I felt this. I felt kind of like ashamed of being spooked, just being scared, because I shouldn't be. I mean, it's my mom, right? But anyway, it's 3:30 in the morning. I'm going to try to get some more sleep. I just wanted to relate the really odd encounter, strange encounter. Tomorrow I have to go to the doctor at like 7 in the morning. So I do want to get some sleep though. Ghosts, guys. We're all gonna be ghosts one day. I mean, there's a whole philosophical tonight, particularly at the McDonald's. It was all about the philosophy of dying and the philosophy of being a ghost. It came into the conversation a lot. In my experiences with ayahuasca and with DMT, I've gone straight from like living to a state of nothingness, a state of great, powerful nothingness. The the first sessions with ayahuasca were about ghosts, but beyond those sessions, when I was with the Sonoran toad venom, well, that was about timelessness, spacelessness. It was including old time and space. It was really weird. Uh, with my last session with ayahuasca, which was in Oregon, it was actually the Virgin Mary and a bunch of skulls. A bunch of, I was in the land of the dead, and I was, the Virgin Mary. ¿Quién está ahí? Dulal. Ah, ¿eres tú, Raz? Me despertó la abuela. Niños, cállese, vieja cochino. Se apagó la tele. Ahí está. Anyways, guys, that's what I had to share. And kids are woke up. They're gonna eat pasta, I guess. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. I love you all because love is a worthwhile emotion.